Are we more like ants or are we more like cats? This is the question I want to ask you. Look at all animals and decide which ones we take characteristics from. I've talked about how some of our behavior is exactly like beavers, where we have no control over what to build. We just build. We take wood and we build dams in the same sort of way that beavers do. I want you to think, is our natural purpose supposed to be like a cat, where we're leisurely, we don't care, we don't have cortisol spikes, at least not intentionally. We may jump when we see something, you know? Or are we supposed to be like ants, where we destroy everything around our environment and take it into our holes and use every resource imaginable, whether or not it's the leaves or the dead bugs or whatever else? Or are we like birds, where we're supposed to sing and we're supposed to fly around and make nests and go through that cycle? I want you just to really go ahead and look at every animal that you see within the next couple of days, whether it's on your phone, whether it's in real life, go to the zoo maybe, and think about what behaviors we replicate from other animals and how other animals all act differently, yet somehow we can find almost every part of them in us. I think this is intentional by God. It's supposed to be a reflection of what we see in ourselves and how to work with that. How to realize that, you know what, the behavior and feelings you have all come from a natural purpose, are all there for a natural reason, and God gave you that as a gift. But whether or not you see it is really the determination. Consciousness was given to us genetically as a way to learn about what we are, not just be what we are. And that doesn't mean that being what you are is a bad thing. It means that you have a game to play. It means that you have something to solve and figure out. And the reason we have this is so that once you do figure it out, you can take it to the next level, control it, and use it even better. When ants build, they may not be aware that they're building. They just build because they have the feeling to build. The same with beavers. But when we learn to build, we now know we can build, we decide to build, and then we give a purpose to what we're building. And a lot of people forget to take this introspection and recalculation of what you learn to the next level. I think this is because nobody told us exactly what I'm saying. No one told us that's what you're supposed to do. But hopefully, because I'm telling you this, you can now take it into your own life. And yes, you will need constant reminders to do this. Yes, you will have to evaluate whether or not this is what you're supposed to be doing. And yes, we can take it too far. Obviously, as I've talked about before in my other videos, some behaviors are so far outside of what they're supposed to be naturally that it is no longer the behavior in itself. For example, right now, a lot of people operate off of this energy of working, which is purely serotonin, and we can debate the medical science on this, but I'll just say this. They work off complete stress, and their adrenaline is so high constantly that they think this feeling is a good feeling and supposed to be their baseline happiness. When in reality, their bodies are in this fight or flight mode to the point where they are literally happy so that their bodies survive. It's like being chased by a lion. You don't have time to feel sad or depressed. You're literally just running, and that neutral no feeling you have after 2 minutes of trying to escape the predator, where you're still running for your life, is like, I need to get this done, I need to survive, and then I can figure out what's happening. But until then, I need to survive. I don't have enough energy or control over my environment to feel emotion. So that's what people do when they take SSRIs, when they take coffee with no food, and they're just running off of pure caffeine, working in LED lights, going through the motions. They're literally fighting for survival. That's what their brain thinks, and they aren't even aware of it. So if you take a step back, you allow yourself to have natural dopamine, you allow yourself to have natural emotions, you'll find, wait, I'm not supposed to feel good all the time, but these emotions that come to me are experiences of life, and I'm supposed to enjoy all of them. So let's look at animals. They aren't always happy, but they're always living. And they may not be as consciously aware of it as we are, but we get to enjoy them. We get to see their nature and reflect it back on us. Why do you think that all of these animals have common similarities of life? What is life to you? Don't look at a textbook. Don't give me a dictionary definition. You tell me, because apparently you're living too. And whether or not you believe this is your universe, whether or not you believe this is a shared universe, if you're not living, comment below so I can use you, okay? Literally, if you don't think that you're conscious and you think you're an NPC, let me know, so that, because you have time to spare then. You're literally just an object that I could use, like literally. So let's talk about that. If you do believe you're living, let's reflect on that and see how we can live more, how we can enjoy life, how we can see life around us and go ahead and take that in and learn from it. That's what this channel's about. If you like this message, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.